What would you do if your family cast you out, only to watch you become more successful than they ever imagined? Marcus Wellington was 22 when his pharmaceutical heiress mother expelled him for refusing to join the family business. She called him ungrateful, naive, idealistic. What she didn't expect was how right she'd be about his idealism. 15 years later, Marcus had built a tech empire worth billions. But instead of lavishing wealth on himself, he quietly funneled 90% of his earnings into charitable foundations, clean water projects in Africa, education programs for underprivileged children, medical research for rare diseases. His name appeared on Forbes lists, but never on charity galas or society pages. The Wellington family pharmaceutical empire faced a massive lawsuit over price-gouging life-saving medications. Suddenly, Marcus received calls from relatives he hadn't spoken to in years. They needed his money, his influence, his legal team. The irony wasn't lost on him. The same people who'd called him worthless now begged for his wealth. His sister called first, voice trembling with manufactured emotion. Then his uncle, promising reconciliation. Finally, his mother, the woman who'd thrown him out, claimed she'd always been proud of his success. Marcus listened patiently to each plea, each promise, each desperate attempt to rewrite their shared history. His response was consistent and final. Marcus's philanthropy had one inflexible rule: no money would ever go to causes, organizations, or institutions connected to his family name. When his old prep school, funded heavily by Wellington donations, requested millions for their scholarship program, he declined. Instead, he funded identical programs at 3 public schools in underserved communities. The Medical Research Foundation his grandfather established reached out during their funding crisis. Marcus had already donated hundreds of millions to similar research, just never to their organization. He explained to the desperate board members that his principles weren't personal vendettas, but clear moral boundaries he refused to compromise, regardless of family legacy or guilt. Today, Marcus continues his quiet revolution. While his family's empire crumbles under legal and financial pressure, his philanthropic network thrives globally. He's proven that true wealth isn't measured in what you accumulate, but in what you give away. And sometimes, the most powerful gift is choosing who deserves your generosity and who doesn't.